just no turning back. When your heart's under attack, gonna give everything I have. It's my destiny. I will never say never. I will fight till forever.
Hey guys, what's going on? Kirill here, and I have another review for you today. And this time it is going to be on Gucci by Gucci. I worked out of the sample over here. As you can see, it is very low. Just a side note, by the way, I love how Gucci does their presentation. Even the sample looks pretty sick with the details. Before I get on with the review, I just want to tell you that this is a fragrance that is very complex. Normally when I do sample reviews, I have a pretty good idea of what the fragrance is all about, and it's pretty detailed. This one, I'm being honest with you, I needed more time. I may need a bottle to give you the actual really accurate review of this one, but I have a pretty good sense as always of what the fragrance is all about, and let me tell you what's up. Let's go with the review. Okay, so the notes for this fragrance are bergamot, cypress, and violets in the top notes. In the middle notes you have tobacco and jasmine, and in the base notes you have patchouli, amber, then you have oilbanum, olibanum. I don't know what the hell olibanum is, some sketchy note, and then elemi raisin, which I don't know what that is either, but it's not important. Let me tell you what this fragrance smells like. When this fragrance opens up, you get bergamot and cypress combination. You can pick up the bergamot, but the cypress with the bergamot gives it a strong menthol vibe that is not pleasant to some people. To me, it was not pleasant. A few moments afterwards, about 5 minutes at most, you get the violet coming in, and the violet makes it sweeter and that much more better. It actually makes it into a much better smelling fragrance. Without the violet, it would fail, major fail. And then in the base notes, as it dries down, you pick up the tobacco and the jasmine. But for me, the tobacco and jasmine, I cannot really smell them. They just give it a certain darker, kind of harsher vibe. It's not as fresh anymore. It gets some background, some dirtiness, I would say, and manliness. And in the base, after that period, it dries down to, you really get the amber on the base, and it just becomes more of an amber scent. Really reminds me of Chanel Allures dry down. The amber, it always stands out in the fragrance when it's in the base notes. So that's basically the smell, really outdoorsy green, floral type of scent. Longevity in this fragrance is really spotty. Sometimes when I'm at home just smelling this fragrance all day, nothing to do, I get 11 hours. Yesterday when I was at work, I got like 3 hours. It was cooler, and the fragrance just went away and then it came back. It's kind of a weak fragrance, so longevity is really spotty. But to be safe, I'm gonna give this one on longevity about 4 to 8 hours, something like that. I can't really figure out from a sample. Like I said, this one is hard to get just from a sample. Projection is closer to the skin, with one of the weaker projections. Not really impressed with that either. Versatility. This is a fairly versatile scent. You could wear it to almost any situation, any occasion. Just make sure the weather is mild. You don't want to wear it in the extreme weather where it's either too cold or too warm. You want to wear it kind of in between fall and spring type of weather, but you can wear it all day, any day. It is a fairly versatile scent. Age, this is for sure 25 and up scent. Younger people may not understand it. Actually, most people will not understand it, and they will not appreciate it if they're young. It is modern, but at the same time, it's really mature smelling. Perfect setting. Picture this. You're in the park or in the forests. You have some citrus trees growing. You have a lot of violets everywhere, all over the place. And you have a few pine trees further in the distance. And you have really nice, cool breeze coming in. Maybe it's a park next to the ocean somewhere. And the smell from the violet just blows in your face, and it gives it kind of sweetens up the air, sweetens up the cool air. That's the kind of vibe I get. That's perfect setting, as good as I can describe this fragrance. Season, this is, in my opinion, and I think I got a spot on, I'm sure, it's fall and spring only, basically. Uh, and it's cool weather, it's really close to the skin, and it doesn't cut through the cold. In the summer, it's very it may get cloying. The tobacco and jasmine, if it didn't have those notes, it may work, but even the opening is too harsh for summer, in my opinion. It's basically for the type of weather that's above 60 and below 80, so between 60 and 80 degrees Fahrenheit. This fragrance will work really well. Any other temperatures, you can choose something a lot better. But it'll still work for like cool summer nights or warmer winter days. But perfect season is spring fall. Why hate? Why love? Uh, the tobacco jasmine combination in the middle may push you away. Also in the menthol in the opening. If you love violets, however, and you love outdoorsy scents, you'll really like this fragrance. The shining part. The shiny part of this fragrance. This is a really weird, spotty one. I tell you, it's really complex. I'm not lying when I tell you. Uh, in the beginning, the menthol vibe, I don't like. So if you smell it at first, basically, give this fragrance another chance. This is the type of fragrance that really grows on you because it's complex and very, very interesting. So the initial after the initial spritz, I don't like this fragrance. Then when the violet comes in, I really start to enjoy it. It's one of my two favorite parts. Then the jasmine comes in with the tobacco. This fragrance goes up a little bit worse for me again. It makes it harsh. It makes it doesn't make it as fresh. And then in the base, when the amber comes in, I start to enjoy it again. But at that point, it's just kind of like, it's pleasant, but it's so weak. So I have two shining parts, but for my inexperienced viewers out there, if you smell it, this fragrance will get better if you don't like it. So maybe take one of these samples from Nordstrom or something, or something like that. Uh, if you like it first, it will only get better. It will not get worse. Opponent cologne, spot on right here. When I feel like wearing something like Gucci by Gucci, I would go with Iron Man. Shout out to M. Gelly. You put me on that Avon game. Iron Man is a perfect opponent for Gucci by Gucci. I would wear them exactly in the same situations. They have very similar smell, a very similar vibe. Perfect competitors. Uh, I have to say, Gucci by Gucci I like more than Iron Man so far. Uh, what else? What else? Would I buy this? Uh, no, I will not buy this. Maybe if I got it as a gift, or maybe later on. Right now, it's just not worth the money for me. I don't. Um, I'm not interested in finding out more about it. It would. I would not wear it if I owned the bottle. I would not wear it that much. It's just not my type of scent. Rating. So the smell gets 2.5 out of 4. Very complex, but not delicious. That's why it gets high ranking. But if you want to get a 3 and higher, you better be delicious. And this fragrance is just not that good smelling for me. But it's very complex and very respectable. Longevity from this fragrance, I give this 1.5 out of 2, and I'm being generous because it lasted 10 hours on me one time, and then it doesn't last, and then it's kind of weird, spotty. Half a point deduction. Projection, I don't like at all. It's very close to the skin. It's one out of two. 1 out of 2. Not very impressed with the projection of this fragrance. Versatility, another half a point deduction. It is very versatile, but not ultimate versatile like Chanel Allure or, for example, La Nuit de l'Homme. It's even less versatile than that one. You can wear it almost anywhere, but not all the time because you cannot wear it in really cold or really hot weather. Um, that's it. That's my rating for this fragrance. I hope you enjoyed the review, and I'll see you.